Welcome to the BAPS Better Living podcast. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with us today. Each episode in this podcast aims to inspire us to take a step back from our busy lives and to actively listen to content that can enlighten us towards expanding our consciousness and deepening our spirituality. Listen in and let this episode inspire you. Let it encourage you to have fruitful introspections, and most importantly, let it help you be better and do better.
Diwali is absolutely my favorite time of year. It marks both the Hindu festival of lights and the New Year for many Hindus throughout the world. This multi-day celebration also symbolizes victory of good over evil. To signify this triumph of light over darkness in our lives, we light little lamps, or diva, in our homes. Every year, my family gathers and lights one divo first. Then, we use that same divo to light the rest. Within moments, the light from one tiny lamp has multiplied to illuminate many others. The room, dark just minutes ago, suddenly beams brightly from the collective brilliance of all the diva together. It is always a beautiful sight. Diwali, and the weeks of prep leading up to it, is a delightful time. As a child, after weeks of preparing joyously, I would become sad at the end of the 5-day festivities. I would feel confused about how to sustain that excitement and warmth throughout the new year. Honestly, I would be lying if I said that to this day, I don't feel a tinge of sadness at the end of Diwali. Growing up, my parents taught my younger brother and me that while diva visibly create light externally, we must also create our own light internally. They reminded us that Diwali is an opportunity to look inwards and reflect on how we can sustain our inner light throughout the year. Create light in your inner world, they said. This way, every day can become like Diwali. This year, I've been thinking about what I can do to sustain the Diwali spirit throughout the year. I am drawn to that image of lighting our divo one by one. I am mesmerized by that one original divo shining alongside the others, having lost none of its own radiance in giving its light to those around it. This ritual is a symbolic reminder of a quote that resonates deeply with me. A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. Thus, this Diwali, to sustain my spirit through the year, I commit to lighting the candle for those around me through selflessness, dedicating myself to thinking of others' needs and serving those around me. It can sometimes feel like selflessness is no longer a valued trait. After all, we live in a self-care obsessed culture. I have personally learned the difficult way, that one cannot pour from an empty cup. So I do appreciate the necessity of taking care of my own basic emotional and physical needs. Yet, research suggests that self-care and caring for others are not necessarily mutually exclusive. Dr. Laurie Santos is a leading pioneer in the field of positive psychology. A professor at Yale University, she teaches the university's most popular course, The Science of Well-Being. Through her years of extensive research, Dr. Santos has learned that while prioritizing self-care is critical, we should expand the way we think about it. She says, we assume that self-care looks like a nice bubble bath, or even hedonistic, selfish pursuits. But the data suggests that the right way to treat ourselves would be to do nice things for other people. Dr. Santos is not alone in her conclusion. In one 2017 Oxford University research study, scientists asked nearly 700 people to perform acts of kindness for 1 week. At the end of the experiment, when comparing the intervention group to the control group, researchers found that the kindness intervention had a positive effect on well-being and positive social emotions of those who partook in acts of kindness for that week. If just 1 week of kindness can have statistically cognizable positive effects on people, how much could I improve my well-being this year by spending it in the service of others? And I don't have to look too far to find a role model for this endeavor. I am myopically thinking in terms of mere days and years, but my guru, Pramukh Swami Maharaj, lived his entire life by one simple motto: in the joy, happiness, and progress of others lies our own. He was the living personification of losing nothing by lighting others' candles, and he did so with such ease and consistency. On January 26, 2001, a devastating 7.6 scale earthquake struck Bhuj, Gujarat, killing nearly 20,000 people, injuring over 150,000 people, and upending the lives of millions more. To this day, the earthquake and its aftermath mark a dark moment in Gujarat's history. The earthquake struck at 8:46 a.m. By lunch, Pramukh Swami Maharaj had already arranged warm meals for survivors, rallying thousands of BAPS volunteers to affected areas for disaster relief work. But the relief work didn't stop with immediate assistance. Throughout that year, Pramukh Swami Maharaj ensured that the 40,000 earthquake survivors were served warm and nutritious meals daily. Taking care of the smallest details, he even visited the kitchens. Upon meticulously inspecting the food packages, he advised BAPS volunteers to place 2 green chilies in each food packet. He explained that the people of the Bhuj region were accustomed to spicy food, and that the chilies would also complement the sweets in the food packages. Amidst the darkest of times for the people of Kutch, Pramukh Swami Maharaj chose to be the light for thousands of strangers who will likely never know that he did any of this. He did not stop at providing food packages, but he went above and beyond in considering how to bring even more light to these survivors' dark days. To light another candle, Pramukh Swami Maharaj made an effort to think about someone else's needs and comfort with utmost sincerity. We might think of kindness as some grandiose gesture, but lighting another candle need not be extravagant. A small yet meaningful act of selflessness also holds immense power. Lighting another candle starts in my own home. I can light a candle for my mother by helping her with chores around the house so she can have a free night to herself. I can light the candle for my father by filling up the gas in his car so he doesn't need to scramble in the chaos of his already long and early morning commute. I can light the candle for my grandparents by video calling them so they know that I'm thinking of them. Beyond the home, I can light a candle for a local business by posting a positive review for them online. I can light the candle for a stranger by letting someone with fewer groceries go ahead of me in the grocery line. I can light the candle for service members this holiday season by sending a care package to thank them for their numerous sacrifices. In these moments of lighting others' candles, I will find that my own shines even brighter. In this way, I can maintain the spirit of Diwali throughout the whole year. Pramukh Swami Maharaj experienced continuous joy and peace. His flame never flickered, never dimmed. His life serves as inspiration and proof to me that we lose nothing. In fact, we only gain by lighting another candle. If he could devote his entire life to the happiness of those around him, I can pledge my upcoming year to do so. And I hope you'll join me too. This Diwali, as we light the diva in our homes, let's also reflect on how we can light others' candles throughout the year. I pray we carry the warmth of Diwali into the upcoming year by living for others, serving those around us, and helping others to beam even brighter. May we truly understand that, as Pramukh Swami Maharaj always knew, only in the joy of others can we find our own. From me and mine to you and yours, wishing you a very happy Diwali and a joyous New Year.
We hope you enjoyed this Better Living episode and that it added value to your life. All the content on this channel, including this episode, is created and managed entirely by Swamis and volunteers of BAPS from around the world. Our volunteers are continuously inspired by the sincere, transparent, and selfless lives of Pramukh Swami Maharaj, the late Guru of BAPS, and Mahant Swami Maharaj, the current Guru of BAPS. Their character, their teachings, and their service to humanity have inspired millions of people of all backgrounds, faiths, and cultures throughout the world. They have encouraged all, regardless of one's beliefs, to live a mindful, balanced, and harmonious life. The episodes in this Better Living podcast are directly inspired by their teachings. If you enjoyed this episode and would like more content that inspires you to be better and to do better, follow us on Instagram and YouTube by searching for BAPS Better Living. Thanks again for choosing to spend your time with us today.